Welcome, all the King's men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes, this is the day to assess. It's time to look back over your week and look back over your accomplishments, your failures, and anything that you wanted to do this week. Let's take the time to assess. It is so important to just take that time to just stop. Look back over and see what actually happened. You know what happens when you do that? You actually able to take inventory and start to count your wins, start to count your successes. I want to talk to the ones that say, you know what? I didn't succeed this week. I didn't do what I set out to accomplish this week. Well, I'm here to tell you that you are still a success. You know why? Because look back and count your wins. Yeah, that's why I'm challenging you. Yeah, every week you're going to build up on the week before. But this week, when you look back and assess, you may not have did everything that you wanted to do this week, but you are still a success. Why? Because you are watching this video. Because you're saying, you know what? I'm going to assess. I am a winner. I'm going to regroup and I'm going back at this thing. Yeah. You know what that does when you go back at the thing? It's called determination. It's called persistence. Yeah, you got to be persistent during the challenging times. No matter how challenging it get, no matter how tough the times get, no matter how good it looks or it don't look, know that you still hold the control. So it's important to continue to show up every day. Don't get discouraged. Why? Because there's something inside of you. So I need you to dig down deep inside of you because everything you need is inside of you. Remember that when God made you, he put everything inside of you that you need. So you got to go back and hit that thing full force saying, I don't care what comes at me this week. I shall succeed. I will succeed. You got to remember there's a saying that said, I can, I will, I must. Yeah. Yes, you will. You will succeed. I don't care where you at, man of God, where you are in your life right now. You got to just say, you know what? I shall live and declare the works of the Lord. You got to say, I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. So that's why we got to assess because, success can be elusive. It can be elusive when we start to measure by the world's term. So don't look outside of your successes or what you're trying to achieve. Look inside. Only measure yourself by yourself and measure yourself by your future self. Measure yourself by where you want to go. So don't look outside, just look inside. Why? Because when you look inside, it's building character, it's building integrity. And you're like, you know what? I ain't where I want to be. I ain't where I should be. But you know what? I'm going to continue to persevere. I am going to continue to show up. Why? Because you are the one that matters. Saying, I'm doing this for myself. Yeah, I ain't doing this for nobody else. I'm doing this for myself, my family, my children, or whatever it may be. But make sure you keep it inside. Don't try to compare yourself to what's going on outside. Why? Because you don't know their story. You only know your story. That's why I always say, Don't try to count me out. You don't know the glory because you don't know my story. That's why you seeing all this the glory. So that's why you're going to see the glory, but you don't know my story. So don't count me out. So that's what I need you to do. I need you to look back over everything that you went through and said, whatever your name is, say my name might be Bill. Say, Bill, you can do it this week. You might say, Joe, I can do it this week. Why? Why? Because persistence. Why? Because you're going to show up this week. Why? Because you're going to take control this week. So I need you to stand on your why this week. I need you to stand on your why this week. And I need you to start out strong. And every time you get weak, say, God, I can do this. Say, God, you said you put everything inside of me that I need to succeed. So I need you to continue to show up. Why? Because if you don't show up, you have no excuses. The only one you can blame is yourself. Remember, don't look outside, look within. So all I got to say is all the King men, look forward to another awesome week. Look forward to another great week. Why? Because you're all the King's men. You got to remember, you can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth you. In the midst of adversity, the best you comes out. Be blessed, all the King's men. Much love.